Okay, I've never done a tent review before, but I couldn't find the kind of review I wanted on YouTube, so I thought I'd make my own. I did buy the Core Equipment 12-man tent. It is the instant tent. Never had one of those before. It's pretty easy to set up, pretty quick. Didn't even read the instructions. We are a big family, 8 people, do a whole lot of camping. Have for a lot of years. We're replacing our Alaknak. Maya, come back up here, bud. Thank you, Pumpkin. We decided to replace our Alaknak simply because it was a beast to set up, to put up in the state parks. So we wanted something a little bit smaller, but we really like our space. So the things I didn't find on the other reviews that I was looking for, one is a review of this T-door and how it's set up. I loved that about our Alaknak. None of that silly D-door problems. So this one, first things I noticed is that there are no tie-outs on the corners, so I can just use a tarp clip on both of those corners to stake that out. It's not exactly one-handed, maybe if it was staked down, but you can do that. It does zip out on the bottom. Tension's pretty good. It's a little high off the ground. It kind of pulls it out, but not enough that it'll get ripped, I think. Going inside, I love the big ventilation. You'll see it goes to both ends right there. Those whole big squares you see there, that whole thing is ventilation. Windows are good. They do have 2 zippers. So if you want, you can pull this out of here and, you know, zip it up part way, you know, whatever you need to do to have some privacy, still get good ventilation. It does have little pockets there. We don't really use those for much. It's got a couple of hooks up top for lanterns. It's got 3. It does have a back door, a D-style back door. Probably won't use it a lot, but it's nice to have. It is only half the door, which is fine. Looks like there's plenty of room in here for 3 queen-size beds and stuff at the end. You know, to put at the end of your bed. It's got some little hooks up here where you can hang dividers if you want. Let's go back out. There is a bit of an overhang over the door. Obviously not as much as the vestibule in our Alaknak, but it'll do. It'll keep some of the rain out. Has all the obvious things, good rain fly on it. Funny little clips here. You'll see on each one of these poles, they telescope out and then lock into place here. And then your clip for your rain fly is a little different than anything I've ever seen. It's this style, and it has to go on this lower pole to get to clip on, which I can't quite do with one hand. These do not, they do adjust a little bit. They don't get any longer than this, but it's enough. The ends of the corners here on these instant tents, they don't come out. They stay locked in. So, you know, you just stake them in the ground. They don't come loose. My one little issue that I had with this, and we'll see if it'll be a problem or not, is that this rain fly piece right here that goes over the top, it's got a little bar in it. It's not, there's no Velcro holding it in up here. You can slip it out, which is okay. But where this bar goes in to this clip, you can't really see it very well. It doesn't sit down in there right. It really should be more at an angle like that to fit into that little loop. It looks like it's almost gonna pop out. I'm afraid a good gust of wind might pop this out, but we'll try it and see. I'll update in a few months after our first good rain, and we'll see if the wind knocks it out. This is your space and ventilation above the tent, between the tent roof and the rain fly. All of that is attached. There's no detaching and moving poles. The rest of it looks really good. I'm really excited about this. I think it'll be a good in-between, you know, not quite an outfitter tent, but something more than our average Ozark trails or whatever's out there. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions.